testing out the CFMoto MT 450. It is a almost 450cc bike with 42 horsepower and 42 Newton meters, easy to remember. We have spoke wheels. We have a very big front wheel, 21 inches in the rear, 18 inches. It is just a joy to ride, but more of that, of course, in my verdict later on. But so far, I'm very happy with this. This is a very positive test ride today. I like it very much, and I can tell you already, you can turn off the video if you want. If I had too much money in my bank account, okay, it is not really that expensive, but I would definitely put it in my garage. As I remember, we have two colors available. This one here, which is kind of a gray-black, and we have kind of a blue something else. But first of all, let's get to the controls and the display. So on the left-hand side, we have the clutch lever, which is adjustable. And also it is fairly light and easily to operate, so no problems there whatsoever. Also the levers leave an impression of very high quality. This all comes along with everything, basically what you see here. Everything leaves a very good impression on me. High quality plastics here. It looks good. The display looks high quality. I cannot say anything negative actually about this bike. Let me think of that and I will put it in the verdict, definitely. Anyways, in the front we have the light switch here. We are in low beam mode, in the regular low beam mode. We can also put it into high beam and we pull it back, and then we have the passing light. The controls here for the display basically we have here. Then we have the turn signal switch here, and we have the which is very neat. We have a hardware button actually here for the disconnection of the ABS and the traction control. You both turn it off simultaneously. If you want to have it separately turned on or off, you have to go into the display. But if you quickly go into the off-road mode, or you go into onto the gravel road or whatever, wherever you want to go, just press the button for a few seconds and you turn it off. The front ABS stays on though, but in the rear ABS and TCS will be turned off. Yeah, we have the turn signal switch here, very nice, and we have the horn button here. On the right hand side we have the throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake, and we have the emergency cutoff switch here, and we have the hazard light switch here. So this is the display here. We have everything is clearly visible. The display is TFT, very crisp and clear and sharp. In the middle you can see the RPM counter. In the middle you can see the speedometer. Underneath you have the side stand down, and you see the alert for the low fuel. Then on the right hand side we have the gear indicator, we have the coolant temperature indicator, and a range also. These are the two information fields there, 1 and 2. You can actually change what you want to see in these fields in the menu. Underneath we have the odometer, time, the actual time, the voltage of the battery. Let's quickly go into the menu here. And this starts with the basic vehicle information here. You can turn on and off ABS. You can change the upshift alert. Then we go further down. We have the telephone. You can connect your telephone. You can listen to music in your helmet. This is the main settings menu here. We have two schemes. We have this scheme and this scheme, which you can select. Then we have device connection for your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection. Then the information 1 and 2. Fields which you can change around or customize. Auto brightness, unit, time, language, system update, and about. That's all you can do here in the display. So this is the CFMoto MT 450 2024 model year, and we'll take it out for a little ride. Well, let's go. So we're on the bike. Apparently, according to the salesperson, it's the seat is 820 millimeters. I think on the web it says 800, but you can lift it up or put it down a little bit, 2 centimeters, or maybe your repair shop can do that for you. But yeah, that's what it looks like. 17.5 liter tank here, pretty massive, looks nice. Display, everything high class, high quality. Let's start it up here. I think the sound is quite amazing for stock exhaust, to be honest. Well, let's go. The seat is not hard, not soft. It reminds me a little bit of Honda, to be honest. Other than that, the seating position is very nice, very relaxed, very comfortable. You don't really have to lean forward at all. As I said, the sound of the engine is quite amazing. I did not expect this for a stock exhaust. It is a very, very steady ride on this bike here. Yeah, it is actually quite a fun bike. Not quite a fun bike, a very, very much fun bike. And I was actually a little bit amazed, to be honest. But here in Spain, this bike is in very, very high demand. And I was wondering already why. But okay, for that price, we have a price of about 6,250 euro or something like that. You get quite a lot. You get a very, very nice off-road capable bike. And yeah, we have I mean, all the genes for it, for an off-road bike here. We have spoke wheels, we have 21-inch wheel in the front, we have 18-inch in the rear, we have disconnectable ABS and TCS with a touch of a button here, actually pretty nice. Yeah, I cannot say anything else. It's just a joy to ride, and I now know why people are crazy about this bike. Display is very, very crisp and clear. You can see everything also in bright sunlight conditions, and it leaves a taste of very high quality. The colors are very nicely selected for this. Maybe it is actually made by the same manufacturer who manufactures for BMW. I don't know, it looks like this, to be honest. I like it very much. They already sold me on that one. If I had too much money, I would definitely buy it. I think we have it available in 2 colors. One is a very, very nice looking blue with some brighter color, I don't know, white maybe. And we have the kind of a gray color with black here. And yeah, the windscreen is adjustable actually manually. Doesn't help you very much, you know, to be honest. It's in the highest position already, and you get a lot of turbulences on the side here. It kind of takes away the pressure from your upper body, but it is yeah, you have a lot of turbulences, and as you can hear maybe in the in the video on the microphone it is pretty loud, but maybe you could put a little extension on it, you know, then you don't feel or hear the wind so much. Other than that, it is very stable at higher speeds, very nice, and no complaints whatsoever. We already also have these very sturdy protections here for your hand protection here, and so everything that you see is already included in the price here, and definitely, I think definitely comparable to the new Honda NX. I think it's called NX 500. I'm not 100% sure anymore. They just changed the name. And yeah, the front is fairly big here. Well, it's not big, it's kind of slim. The tank is big. It leaves a very big impression, or impression of a very big tank here. But the front is kind of slim, but the display seems to be a little bit further away from you. Yeah, the handlebar, everything leaves a very good impression. I cannot say anything negative about this bike, I'm sorry. Let's see if I can find something, you know, nitpicking here and put it in my written verdict. I'm not sure, but off the top of my head, I cannot think of anything. Well, okay, maybe for the windscreen here a little bit. But other than that, really nice. It handles nicely. We have a very, very nice engine. We have very easy to operate clutch here. We also have a very nicely engaging gear shift. Anyways, that's already my test ride. Maybe fairly short, but the shorter the better. And it's a very, very nice bike. I can highly recommend it to you. The CFMoto MT 450. Thanks very much for watching. This is BenalRida. Take care. Bye-bye.